Push the weight enough flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Nah, man. Nah. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Come on in, smash the like button. Come on in. Y'all know I don't normally, it's 2 boxing lives, and when I got pep talk, I got pep talk tonight. Just got this news. Shout out to my brother Town Biz. He sent me the article. I'm reading it like, what is going on here? Salute to my brother Town Biz. All right, he sent me this. I'm like, oh man, this is bad. This is all bad. And I'm like, okay. Then someone else sent me an article, and then I saw Blue Blood's video. I said, man. And I can't help but to think. You see, what did I just say earlier this morning? You get what you put out. You don't, you're too stupid to acknowledge your blessings. Didn't I just say things like that this morning? Last 2 days, I was talking about people not appreciating their blessings. They're paying attention to everything else and everyone else. And when you don't mind your own business, you goof yourself up. What did I say about people putting stuff out into the universe? Now, let me be very clear. The title says Tank versus Paul is off with 4 question marks. I don't know if it's off. I don't know. But I'm going to read to you what the article said. The size difference has made it likely that Paul versus Davis will be an exhibition bout, given that most commissions wouldn't have even considered sanctioning a professional fight between 2 boxers of such vastly difference in weight. However, it appears that even if it's an exhibition, the Georgia Commission still isn't fully committed to letting this fight take place. So they might have to move the location. Not saying it's off, but they may have to move the location is what I'm saying. Is what I'm reading here. That's my interpretation. They may have to move the location. It might not be in Georgia. They might be saying, well, it sounds like they're saying it's an exhibition. I don't care though. This guy's a heavyweight. This guy's a booger weight. We're not paying for this. Well, we're not sanctioning it. That's what I'm reading. So I don't know. What I will point out though is, wasn't Tank just on Twitter talking about how he took the fight away from Lamont Roach and clowned that situation? Wasn't he just on Twitter like last week or 2 weeks ago? When did he say that? Does anybody have a copy of that? Please DM me. I hit up the general. He said Tank took it off his Twitter. Of course, he's Mr. Tweet and delete and everything else. The reason why I'm asking, but let me get this straight. He did say that, right? Village Brother, he did say that. He was clowning at the fact that he took the fight away from Lamont Roach. Now, he didn't say, oh, yeah, I'm going to spin the block and I'm going to get you. Let me just get this 100, 200, 500 million first. He just laughed and said, I taketh away. Now, it just so happens that this morning, I got a little spiritual on y'all about you not understanding your blessings, misunderstood blessings. Remember, I was just talking about that this morning. Now, if the Tank fans are cool with this fight and talking about, oh, he's going to get his bread. He's going to get his bread. His bread. Why can't he go get his bread and then spin the block and come back? Look, the guy said he's retiring at the end of this year. The guy said he don't want to box anymore. So if he gets this $1 million, gazillion-dollar bag from Jake Paul and he leaves Fine. I just said leave and take your fans with you. That's all I said. Get your money if that's what you want to celebrate. Now fuck around. He might not even be able to get this bag. The irony. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Now listen. Money talks and bunny crap takes a hop. Somebody might come in and say, hey, look, man, look, let me just throw you a few million here, there, and y'all just look the other way. Let this fight happen in Georgia. That could still happen. They can say, hey, man, look, I don't want to do it. California, that's a weird-ass state. Will you sanction this? There could be a bunch of states saying, hey, man, this Jake Paul fight will bring money to our state. We'll sanction it. So the fight's really not off. But this is the part where either you're going to stand on principle or let money dictate this situation. And I'm going to tell you, Tank fans, something. If money dictate this situation, y'all better be very careful that Jake Paul, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to have an understanding. Hey, man, don't hit me too hard. Hey, man, don't hit me too hard. Don't do that. Don't do that. What happens when Tank hit Jake a little too hard? Hey, I felt that. Okay, bets off. This round I'm coming out and I'm putting a hammer on you, little man. And he start beating Tank up and throwing his little ass all around the ring. What if the beating that Tank takes in this fight isn't worth the $40 million that he's getting? What happens if he takes a beating in this fight because of some sort of broken oath, and then he gets in the ring with Lamar Roach, and Lamar Roach starts kicking his ass for real now? What are y'all going to say? Oh, well, that Jake Paul fight, you know, Jake he OD'd. No, Tank got up in there and fought, because a lot of y'all are picking Tank to knock Jake Paul out. Listen, I'm detached from this whole thing. I'm just watching. Stop hating on Tank. He could go get his money. Fine, go get your money. Now, apparently, Georgia's having a problem sanctioning the fight. And according to my brother Blue Blood, he said we might be getting Lamar Roach after all, which is all I wanted in the first place. But I'm saying the irony behind Tank clowning Jake Paul, clowning Lamar Roach, saying, what exactly did he say? Does anyone remember the tweet? Didn't he say something? It was biblical, wasn't it? I taketh away something, he said. And I said, wow, look at that. I thought that was his friend. Remember when I said that? When I said, man, I'm against the Lamar Roach fight. He's at 130. What are you doing? What did y'all say? Well, that's his boy. That's his friend. Why can't he break bread with his friend? You let Boxing Ego tell it. Boxing Ego told us, hey, man, I fucks with Tank, but because Tank ain't trying to be friends with anyone in or around his weight class. Remember he said that in the 4-page letter? Sealed it with a kiss, hashtag Aaliyah. And I said, okay. But he's fighting Lamar Roach because that's his boy. Okay, well, break bread with him again. Because this rematch is big. Nope. Took that off the table, said, I'm going to make the Jake Paul money. Aha. You know what this is like? This is like a motherfucker saying, hey, man, come me to rob this bank. He robbed the bank. Then he hop in the car, and he says, waiting for me? You asked me to come with you. Now you leaving me? Yeah, I'm leaving you. And the motherfucker leave, and when he drives up the block, all the police track down the car. For some reason, the tire flies off, the axle breaks. He gets locked up. And the person, you that went with him to go rob the bank with your friend, all the cops are down the block, don't even notice you. You just walk off. And you got 2 bags of money with you. They ain't even see you. Ain't this funny? Exactly, Joe. The Georgia Athletic Commission hating on Tank now. Ain't this I didn't see this coming. This is a turn of events. Am I hating on Tank? No, I'm just reporting the news. Exactly, Village Brother. I mean, if this Jake Paul thing don't happen, he's in camp right now, right? You may as well go ahead and fight Shitty Cuz. May as well go ahead and call up Teofimo Lopez, do something. And I don't want to hear these guys at 147 and 140. You was about to fight Jake Paul, buddy. You may as well call out the winner of Brian Norman and Devin Haney. Go ahead and do it. Do it. You was on your way to fight a cruiserweight now. So if they take this Jake Paul fight, if it's dead, if it's really dead and they can't find anyone to foot the bill for this fight, or not even foot the bill, that's not a problem, but sanction this fight, you may as well go fight anybody from 135 to 147. Your ass was on your way to fight a cruiserweight anyway. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Was Prez not just on here? The young brother Prez from Baltimore, the young king. I said, okay, so if he's fighting Jake Paul, you wouldn't have a problem with him fighting David Benavidez. And did Prez not just, did he not say on my airwaves, did he not say, well, if he want that fight, he can go get it. He's about to fight Jake Paul. I said, thank you for being honest. That just happened, right? So if the Jake Paul fight does not come through, now Tank got options. That's what the crying in this picture is about now. I'm not upset if the fight does or does not. I don't care. I didn't ask for Lamont Roach. I didn't ask for Jake Paul. But he gave me Lamont Roach, and he's about to give us Jake Paul. And the Jake Paul fight might not happen. So since your ass is in camp anyway, now you can look at your contemporaries. If the Jake Paul fight does not happen, you can now look at your contemporaries. I don't care who got shit lined up, with the exception of Devin and Brian Norman. Everyone else could stop what they're doing and say, what, Tank? Let me go get that. But the irony is you was just laughing at Lamont Roach. You was just laughing at him. Yo, God ain't wasting no time with y'all. God, Allah, that 8-armed elephant in the Hindus, the universe, whatever you want to call it, they ain't wasting no time this year. Y'all are getting it fast. Fast. Light speed, y'all catching these hands. So my question is, I'm talking to the Tank fans, I'm just asking, if this fight is off, what do you want to see Tank Davis do now? It's a fair question. If the fight's off, tell me what you want to see your man do. I'm just asking. Yo, you just hating on Tank. Okay, we're past that. Take your argument now. See, now y'all got two things to do. I told y'all, take that up with Paulie Malignaggi. Have y'all done that? Probably not. So now I'm just sharing the news. The Georgia State Athletic Commission, they hating on him now. So you got Paulie to take it up. You got the Georgia Athletic Commission to take it up with. Now what? Now what? Exactly, Joe Townsend. Allah's the perfect planner. Devin Haney. There you go. Tank, you can't retire. You ain't make that bag yet. I understand he's getting $40 million for this fight. That's what he's getting? Man, you could have made that shit fighting any one of your contemporaries, bro. There's storyline behind all of them. Devin, Shakur, Teofimo. Your Tank Davis, you're the A-side. You could have made that same bread doing anything else. Now you're going to go fight an exhibition with a guy 100 pounds heavier than you and a foot taller than you. And you in camp right now. And Georgia's like, nope. Now things are subject to change. They're subject to change. But this is the latest word. And I just wanted to go. I couldn't sum this up in one video. I just wanted to ask y'all. I know the Tank fans are watching. I'm asking you. Insulting me is not going to help. Insulting the LDBC is not going to help. Answer the question. What do you want to see him do next? If Jake Paul is legitimately off the table, all right, fine. What do you want to see him do next? Todd French in that super chat salute. He said, could ran it in Saudi if he was cool with Turkey? Oh, yeah. Turkey would have sanctioned it. But let me guess, you don't want to go to Turkey. You know why? Because wasn't Jake Paul just taking a picture with Turkey Al-Sheikh about 2 weeks ago? I have the picture. So that's his boy, right? Yo, man, this kid has made y'all defend the silliest things. It's silly at this point. So my question is, if the Paul fight is off, because I don't know, this is the latest word, they're saying that they're having a problem sanctioning it. I don't know. Everything's subject to change. By the time the night's over, they could say, hey, man, you know, we're sanctioning it. We changed our mind. But I'm asking you, if Georgia won't do it, and New York won't do it, and Florida won't do it, if Texas won't do it, California won't do it, if they're saying, sorry, we're not doing it, please explain to me, what do you want to see him do? If the Paul fight is not a reality, what do you want to see him do? Eric Jordan in that super chat salute, he says, the ninja sword never makes mistakes. While Miguel is 100 mad. Oh, brother, you know I got you, bro.
Then let him taste the fury of my nigga sword!
They can't stand it.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Tank fans, I know you're mad. But just please answer the question, though. Salute to CJ Rich, Boxing and BS. Salute to you, brother. He says, found your channel through Marco. Salute, Marco's the fan. Salute, good brother. Welcome. Salute. Please, y'all tell me. And speaking to my brother Marco, go subscribe to Marco Boxing. That's what you'll find. You just put in Coach Cal in his channel, and you'll see when he speaks on Tank and Shakur. When he was asked about Shakur, Coach Cal said, yeah, but why would we want that fight? Y'all remember that? And Marco's looking at him, and he said, yeah, he's not going to stand there and let us do what we do. Well, he's not supposed to. It's called boxing, the art of hitting and not getting hit. He's not supposed to stand there. And remember when I said, hey, man, I didn't like that because he's admitting that he understands that his product in Tank won't be able to catch Shakur and cut off the ring and set a trap. He knows what Tank cannot do. And that was an admittance. That's what I was saying. And then when he asked him about Devin, I don't know if it was that same interview or another one, he said, well, what about Devin Haney? Marco says, what about Devin Haney? And what did Coach Cal say, y'all? Yeah, at what weight, though? Because Devin became undisputed, went on to 140. Now they're talking about what weight. Knowing that Tank went up to 140 and caught a body in Mario Barrios, knocked him into a somersault. I said, all right, the young man has arrived. Brian, salute. The young man has arrived. Goes right back down to 135 and said, hey, man, 140 was too big, but I'm not past going back up. And he ran around, confused his own fans, had y'all arguing 140 was too big. But then Champside had to put him on blast, put y'all, the fanatics on blast, say, yo, he said he would go back up for the right situation. Well, surprise, the right situation was Jake Paul of all people. We were just talking about 140, 147. This motherfucker was going all the way to cruiserweight / heavyweight. What are we doing here? And then y'all get mad at us for saying, hey, man, this doesn't look right. You get mad, and we're hating? No, this doesn't make any sense. It's like non-alcoholic beer. It doesn't make sense. What is that? What is that? So I'm asking you, if this fight is off, what do you want to see Tank do? All the Tank fans, I know y'all watching and y'all just scrambling like eggs on a Sunday morning. Y'all running to your favorite Tank fans. Listen, Fanon ain't going live until tomorrow. I don't know if KO's live right now. Go get your daily bread from those brothers and see if you can get a talking point, because I'm interested. I want to see what everybody has to say now if the fight is not happening. Because the last word is Georgia will not sanction this fight. It could change tonight and the fight could be on. Now, my personal belief, I believe the fight's going to happen. I believe the fight's going to happen. Somehow, some way it's going to happen. But I'm asking you, if it doesn't happen, what do you, as a supporter of this kid, what do you want to see him do next? That's why I got Lamont Roach standing there laughing. You know why? Because Mellow Yellow just last week put out a tweet and said, he said something about I taketh away, talking about the payday. And I said, man, that's fucked up. I thought that was your man. At least that's what your boy said when you selected him. We said, why are you fighting Lamont Roach? And his fans said, oh, that's his boy. Since the amateurs, stop hating. He's paying his boy. That's his boy. But Ego told y'all, Tank's not trying to be friends with anyone in or around his division. So which one is it? Y'all don't even know. So the fight happened. He fought to a draw. He couldn't do nothing with Lamont Roach. I thought Lamont won, but whatever. Got a draw. In my mind, I'm like, all right, he's going to run it back. No, he ran it back with his baby mama. Got in trouble again. That's what he did. That's what he did. He says, no, I'm fighting. Then he's going to give you Jake Paul. I'm like, man, this is a freak show. Then gets on Twitter and clowns and said, oh, I taketh away. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought that was your friend. You see, the rematch versus Lamont Roach, there's sex appeal to that. Oh, it's a rematch. Tank fought to a draw. He's gonna knock him out now. All of the Tank fanatics said, oh man, he's gonna get him this time. He's gonna get him this time. He's gonna get him this time. All right, let's see it. That's all I said. Let's see it. You know, like how y'all say Tank is the best in the world. He beats everybody from 135 to 154. He's in the gym knocking out heavyweights and beating up Vladimir Klitschko. I said, fine, let's see it. That's all I said. He's gonna knock out Lamont Roach in the rematch. Fine, let's see it. He gives you Jake Paul. Then he clowns Jake Paul. Georgia says, nope, we ain't doing it. You taketh away. What did I say about putting shit out in the universe? Good or bad, you get what you deserve. You are what you put out. And look what happened. So far, the news, if you're just pulling up, so far the news is Georgia won't sanction this bout. That's the news. Everything is subject to change. Hey, Drew, why you hating? You don't want the fight? I didn't. I'm a boxing supporter. But if they're going to fight, they're going to fight. I don't care either way. The only way I was reporting on Tank Davis and Jake Paul is if something stupid happened. What do I deem as stupid? If Jake Paul go in there and Tank throws a hook and flatlines him, that'll be funny to me. But if Jake Paul goes in there and something happens and he gets pissed off at Tank and starts beating the little kid up, that's also funny. Other than that, I had nothing to say about this. But I find it strange. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Y'all pocket watch Tank, where he gonna get that 40 mil now that he was gonna get? It wasn't 100 mil. Well, fuck it. Let's say it was 100 mil. Let's say it started off at 40, but when they count pay-per-views and multiply this and carry the one and you know, kung fu tax and all this other shit that y'all be talking about. Let's say Tank walks away with 120 million. But if the Paul fight's not happening, where's he gonna make that bread? To all you pocket watchers, I need y'all to educate me now. Y'all think I'm clowning? I'm not. I'm not. I'm asking you. Y'all got all the answers. Y'all have all the answers. I'm asking you to educate me. Educate me. Because at this point, I don't know. If the Jake Paul fight don't happen, Lamont Roach is there. He was in camp, then he was out of camp. Then he went back into camp, and now he's out of camp. And then he's sending tweets, yeah, I'm taking my money. And then y'all partied with that. Now, fuck around, the fight might not happen. So now what? What now? Now what? What do you want to see your boy do? What is Mellow Yellow going to do now? I'm telling you, he can make that same bread, if not more, rematch of Lamont Roach. That's his only draw, and to date has been his toughest fight. So please explain to me what you want this man to do. He has options. He's the bag, right? Let's go through it. Lamont Roach. Everybody wants that. Apparently, everyone wants it but Tank. So y'all mad at Lamont Roach because he competed? That's great. Moving on. Teofimo Lopez. There's story there. Didn't he say, hey, man, I'm going to slap the F out of Tio? I mean, Tank say he's going to smack everybody, and, you know, this kid tweets and deletes. I would love to believe him. I would love to see him put pause on Teofimo, but is that fight available? Who else is having a problem right now? Keyshawn Davis. Remember I did the live, there can only be one. Davis versus Davis, Highlander theme. Remember I said that? I said I actually like that fight. And Keyshawn was on his bumper. That's an option. Can we get that? Yes or no? I don't know. The winner of Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. Will he even take that? He's scared to death of Devin. And I understand Brian Norman Jr. put the foo-flops on him. Will he take that fight? These are options, man. Because Tank beats everybody, right? Please, Tank fans, I know you're watching. Please say something in the chat. No one's blocked. I don't have subscribers mode on. Please come in respectfully. Tell me what you want to see the man do next. Because if this fight don't happen, I don't know. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. Y'all said he was going to spin the block anyway. Oh, he's going to let him get the Jake Paul fight and get his bread, and then he's going to come back and he's going to give you the Lamont Roach fight. Please pull up. Mag 7, where y'all at? Come on. Help me out here. Help me out. If the Jake Paul fight doesn't happen, do you want Lamont Roach next? Because right now, we ain't talking about the money now, because apparently every other real boxer isn't worth a Jake Paul fight. If that's what you want to go with, then go with it. I'm just asking you. If no Jake Paul, what do you see him? What do you want to see him do? Do we have to refer to the hit list? Remember his hit list? Somebody put up his hit list. Who was on that hit list? Now we got to go back to that. Who's on the goddamn hit list, man? I'll wait. Who's on the hit list? Who's on the hit list? And let me tell you something. All right, you know what? Let me make a new hit list, because once this motherfucker was about to fight a cruiserweight at best. So David Benavidez, David Morrell. Y'all know Jake Paul is bigger than Artur Beterbiev, right? Y'all know he's bigger than Dmitry Bivol, right? Go look at the sparring picture that they took. Benavidez and Bivol. Benavidez is super bigger than him, but fights at a lighter weight class. Well, you know, he's at 75 now. So Tank has options. You see what happens, y'all? You see that? You see what this kid did? He put y'all in the blender. He put the Tank fans in the blender. That's what he did. So now everybody from 35 to goddamn 75, nothing's off the table. Yo, there was Tank fans cool with this fight because Jake wasn't, quote unquote, a real boxer. Meanwhile, he's ranked. Oh, Joseph, yeah. You know what? Let's go through it.
You say before you retire, you want to fight Devin and Shakur. Is that still the plan?
I never said that. When I say that? I never said that. But I would for sure. But I never said before I retire I want to fight them too. I never said that.
New deal,
7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Tank fans, hello. Brian Dial says, Jake Paul can't beat the 20th ranked light heavyweight. I will put 5K on that. Brother, I agree 1,000,000%. And this is what's wrong with boxing. This dude is ranked and he's the draw. I mean, I've been in the Twilight Zone. But this is what people like, which is why I said when Tank Davis officially walks away from the game, he can take his fans with him. Y'all can leave. I'm not going to miss y'all. It's like every 5 years or so, a fan base comes along that I don't understand. The Packtards I understood because it was a cultural thing and, you know, I get it. They were annoying as hell, but I understood it. The Anthony Joshua fans, it was a British thing. I kind of understood that, but when things got down to the gritty and we was one fight away from undisputed, I didn't understand that. And then you got these Tank fans. I wonder what's next. Because just when I think it can't get any more weird, something happens. Now I hope y'all joking about this because I haven't researched it. This can't be true, right? Mayweather versus Tyson and not. No. I'm not. You know what? No. Please tell me that's not like a real thing. Please, because I can't. I cannot. See, things like this makes a mockery of the sport. Listen, I want to give Tank Davis credit, but there was nothing but space and opportunity, and he refused to do it. At first, you was able to blame Floyd Mayweather. You was able to blame Leonard Ellaby. Some of you tried to blame Al Heyman. But then when he walked away from all of that, I'm asking, what the hell is the excuse now? When did I become the goddamn villain for wanting to see this kid do what his fans say he can do? Knock everybody out. I say, great, let's see it. Because at one point, I didn't know. Gemini for Life says, Fight Hype and Fight Hub. Oh, my God. Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson agree to exhibit. All right. Who the fuck is going to sanction that? It's the same thing. Floyd is 147. Iron Mike is a hit. All right. Okay. That's what we doing. You see this joke shit? And it's going to do $1 gazillion. You see this joke shit? This is stupid. Listen, y'all. Do you understand why I don't care to go back and forth with Tank Davis fanatics? Do you understand? Do you understand why I never liked? See, this is the bad part. See, Jake Paul is doing right by female boxing. I give him so much credit for that. But him performing in the ring with real competitors is a mockery. If you're going to compete for real and try to test your mettle, then test your mettle against guys in the cruiserweight or heavyweight division. I'll respect you for that. I don't even respect him for trying to fight Canelo because Canelo's too small. Well, he's bigger, and I think Canelo ain't going to play with him. Canelo ain't going to play with him. Canelo going to get him. He going to carry him for a few rounds and knock his ass out. But Canelo's bigger. Tank is a small dude, bro. I think y'all don't understand. He's a little guy. He has no business in. It's like the best 12-year-old fighter on the block fighting the 21-year-old that just came home from college, who's an okay fighter. There ain't no 12-year-old beating him up. And Gemini for life, I do think that. I think Tank, I think he tried to show Tank up with this. I think he tried to show him up with that. Yeah, you got this Paul thing going on. Watch this. Me and Mike gonna get it on. And they probably gonna do it in Saudi. You see this? And y'all know Tank is, Floyd's a hater like that. But this is a circus, man. Listen, guys, all I want to do is enjoy a clean and competitive sport. That's it. If you have a belt, you fight your mandatory or your number one contender or two, and you go for whatever reason. If you can't fight your Mando, you go down the list. Your Mando here, if he's not available, you fight the 1, the 2, the 3, or whatever. If you got more than one belt and it's not working out, one sanctioning body, you go to the other one. That's all I want. And then I get fanatics coming up here justifying this nonsense. Where am I wrong for saying, yo, I don't want Tank in there against a guy 100 pounds heavier than him and a foot taller than him? What the fuck is this? Alexis Arguello got outworked by Aaron Pryor. And there was a big old conspiracy behind it, you know, the infamous black bottle with Panama Lewis and all this other stuff. But Alexis Arguello ran it back. He said, you know what, black bottle or not, he could have been on something because I hit him with stuff that I knock guys out. We're going to see if he's that good. We're going to run it back. And Aaron Pryor got in there, and he did it to him again. But I give props to Arguello. And I give props to Aaron. He was like, yo, this ain't no fluke. I'm getting in there. I wasn't on no drugs. I'm getting in there. And he did him dirty again. And I'm not saying dirty like, I'm saying that Aaron just beat him up. Now, fast forward, goddamn 45 years later, the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney shit happens. I get to the islands, and I get a call. They're saying, yo, look, don't say nothing, but Ryan popped dirty. And I said, Bill, don't tell me this, brother. Don't tell me this, because I don't want to deal with this. I know what comes with it. Please tell me that VADA made a mistake. Please tell me that the New York State Athletic Commission made a mistake, because I don't want to deal with this. He said, well, we're going to find out. Well, he popped dirty, and then he found out he was a racist, and he pops dirty, but he wants to kill George Floyd again, and all this other stuff. Then there's a lawsuit. People don't understand the lawsuit. They're just happy that Devin lost. Then it was turned into a no contest. And then they said, don't sue, get it back in blood. The lawsuit had nothing to do with the rematch. The rematch was supposed to be happening. Ryan said no. So Devin's fighting to get the goddamn rematch back. And that wasn't good enough for y'all. He was supposed to get it first fight back. For whatever reason, it didn't happen because of Ryan, but whatever. So they said, all right, we're going to have these warm-up fights. I'm fighting Ramirez. You fighting Rolly. Y'all remember the Fatal Fury? They had Devin calling him a cheater, and Ryan was talking trash to him. He said, all right. I said, well, these guys got to win their fights so they can meet up. Devin wins, Ryan loses, but the rematch was still there. What does Ryan do? My hand broke. I'm going to take a year off. And y'all didn't do anything. Y'all didn't do it. Y'all didn't say anything. And Ryan has been so quiet. Now Devin's fighting probably the most dangerous power puncher today at 147, a new weight class. And what are y'all doing cutting up Devin? And Devin's the only person out here getting busy. Could have fought Shakur on the way out of 135. Shakur ain't want it. Tried to fight Tio several different times. Tio didn't want it. No amount of money will make him get into the ring. He's another racist. But when you say get it back in blood, Alexis Arguello did it. Aaron Pryor wanted to clear his name. Both men accomplished something that night. Both men are legends. So here you got Tank. I'm saying the same thing. Hey, man, get it back in blood. He gives you Jake Paul. And then his fans say, don't worry, he's going to spin the block. And then he's gonna fight everybody. Well, he could have fought everybody before Jake Paul. Had he fought everybody, whether he won them all or split or lost them all, I'd have gave him credit. And if this was his last fight on the way out, I wouldn't have had a problem. I'm like, all right, well, you know, he fought Devin, he fought Tio, he fought Shakur. Okay, he could do this if he wants to. And his fan base was going to watch this shit with a critical eye. When now Georgia done stepped in and said, man, we not doing this. Now again, things are subject to change. As I'm doing this live, they could come to an understanding and sanction this bout. But the last word that I got was that they're not sanctioning it. It's too big of a difference. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. That's what you basically said to your boy, your friend, Lamont Roach, right? He was laughing about it, right? So again, I'm asking the Tank fans, there's 92 people in here watching. I appreciate y'all. This is a quick live. It's possible that the fight is off. So I'm asking y'all, if the fight is off, what do you want to see him do? Because he has options. He's Tank Davis. He is the bag. So I'm asking you, what do you want to see Tank Davis do? Abdul Wahid or whatever the fuck you calling him nowadays. What do you want to see him do? What? It's not over. He don't have to retire. yeah, brother. DJ, yo, bro. He can retire. I mean, he's rich. He can retire. But Corbin said, leave us alone. Yeah, I want him to go away. Because I've never seen anything like this. AJ was weird. This has gotten weirder. See, that AJ shit, I was saying maybe these British cats, they think different from us. Maybe they different. They just different. That's what I was saying. I said, nah, these cats just different. They just different. They don't think how we think. And then Tank came along. I ain't blaming the UK for that. These are these dudes raised by single moms doing this. Skinny jeans with rips in it, butt hanging out, black fingernails. And when the women tell them no, they want to punch her in the face. That's his fan base. The other half are just on the internet making money off of defending him. Told you. Told you. As a supporter of the sport, Tank has not given me what I want. As a supporter of the sport, he's not giving me what I want. And all I said was, hey, man, I'm not a supporter of him because he's not doing right by me. So I will not buy his pay-per-views. The last pay-per-view I purchased was Ryan Garcia, and I rooted at the top of my lungs for him because I don't like Ryan Garcia. And this is before he cheated Devin. I said he don't even deserve to be in a ring with Tank. What is he doing there? At least Tank held some belts. Ryan has never held a belt. And again, before you Tank Davis fans come in and trying to switch the argument to that and talk about what he did do and why I should like him, before you do that, you need to provide proof that you took that same justifications that you had for Tank and went over to Paulie Malignaggi's channel and Boxing Scene's channel and argued with those cats. Don't bring it to me. Take that shit over there. Paulie told you what it was. He told you what it was. Go fuss with him. Don't come over here. The general's in the building. 78, salute. That's what he said. That's what he said. The same way I put food in your mouth, I took it. Snatched. That's what he said. That's what he said. I was looking for the tweet. I was asking General, you got a copy of the tweet? Send it to me. General said he deleted it. I'm not on Twitter. I was like, fuck, of course he deleted it. But that's what he said. So now, what God did, wasn't I just talking about this morning? What God did is said, hey, man, you sure you don't want to break bread with your quote-unquote friend? All right, watch this. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, things are subject to change. Georgia said, last article I just read, and shout out to my brother Town Biz, he sent me the article. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV, he just did a video on it. They're having a problem saying, yes, it's too big of a weight difference. So it might not be in Georgia. They might come up to the Barclays. I don't know. Is New York going to sanction it? I don't know. Will they go to Vegas and do it? I don't know. Texas, California, where else do they have fights? Florida? Where else? New Mexico? Where else? Where else? See what I mean? So as soon as he said that, God said, take that. You're supposed to be giving your boy another payday. You done talked about where his kids go to school and how you could run up in there and sounding all gangster. Roach said, run it, and you ran your ass to Jake Paul. I'm like, what is going on here? Feel me? Deputy Mack in the building. And now Floyd Mayweather signed to fight Mike Tyson. Derrick Gaines, the legend. Salute. Are you kidding me? This is not boxing. Now, I know there might be some states scrambling right now. Bring them here, bring them here. That's going to drive a lot of money to our city. I know there is. But those athletic commissions, man, they listen, let me say this. Let me talk the situation up. Let me talk it up. I think the fight's still going to happen. Okay? Somehow, it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. Okay? Somehow, I think the fight's going to happen. But my question is, if it does not happen, I'm talking to you Tank fans. I mean, there's 97 people in here. And it's the same brothers in the chat. I know y'all watching. Say something. You a Tank fan? It's okay. I'm just asking. I need clarity. In the event that the Jake Paul fight falls through, what do you see Tank doing? What do you want to see Tank do? And the other part to that question is, do you see him actually doing it? Let me put up what this dude said. He told Lamont, the same way I put food in your mouth, I took it. Snatch. Well, yo, God is not playing with you niggas. Wasn't I just talking about things like this morning? Who was listening to me this morning? Did I not just say God won't be mocked? Did I not just say that? I just said that. Salute Village, brother. I know Copper was there. I know Derek was there. Eric Jordan. I know Rod Neal. I know y'all was there. Hell yeah. I just said it this morning, and now look. Now, if you was training for Jake Paul, there's a possibility you wasn't paying attention to your weight. You ain't got to make 135. So it's like, I walk around at 160 because, Tank get fat when he's not training. So he was in camp, but he wasn't monitoring what he ate because he didn't have to worry about the scale. So now if you're going to fight somebody at 135 or 140, now your ass got to make weight. What you finna do, Tank? Notice I'm not concerned about what Jake Paul does next, because you know what the answer to that is? He can do anything he wants to fucking do. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I like to see him do? I want to see him get it back in blood and go to the UK and fight Tommy Fury, since Tommy Fury can't come to America, courtesy of Daniel Kinahan. Salute to you, Village brother. I appreciate that. Yep. I don't know, Jason. I don't know. You know what? I think somebody will pick the fight up. I think the fight is still going to happen. I just think I'm looking at the irony behind this. I was just talking about this morning. He done said that shit. I'm like, wow. He didn't say money. He said put food in your mouth and I'm going to snatch it. You done threatened his kids. I know where they go to school at. Your little house on the hill or whatever. And then you're saying you're not going to allow him to eat. Wow, Tank. Then turn right around and say, yeah, I'm going to make $40 million fighting Jake Paul, Baltimore. And Georgia said, well, not so fast, my boy. Not so fast. Yes, salute, Queen. Not so fast, boy. And they're calling him Boy capital B. Y'all know why. It's right below the Mason-Dixon line. Y'all know why. Not so fast, boy, with those gorillas on. Look at that. He got a portrait of his family tatted on his chest. Look at this nigga there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not so fast, boy. We can't sanction that. You's too small. And run your ass up back to that city of Baltimore where y'all niggas like to shoot each other. Get out there. Jake, all you gotta do is find an opponent closer to your weight. We'll sanction that. And like I said, Saudi would pick it up. But remember, Turkey Al-Sheikh is Devin's boy. Well, that's Devin. No, it's also Jake Paul, too. I have the picture where he just took a picture with Jake Paul. So Jake Paul is his man, too. You see how God is... or, I'm sorry, you see how Allah is showing him what it is? You see this? So, I'm just wondering. Tank fans, come on, show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Tell me, if the Jake Paul fight doesn't happen, tell me what you want to see Tank do. Al Heyman back in promotions. I'm not even going to address this clown. If you have something to say about Tank Davis, just say it, man. Stop playing games. Stop playing games. I'm asking a real question. In the midst, and you see, this is why it's important. See, this is what me and Stormy talk about all the time. Watch boxing. Appreciate the sport, because one clown show will open up the floodgates for everything. Now we got fucking Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather. You literally having inmates run the asylum. And then when I get on here and say all I want is real boxing, magically, I'm the problem. Hey, man, I want to see Tank versus Teofimo. Why are you hating on Tank? Huh? Hey, man, this is me 6 years ago. Yo, man, I want, this dude Tank, Floyd's protege. I think he could get this Lomachenko guy, man. Lomachenko don't handle pressure. He lost against that Orlando Salido dude. He didn't want to run it back. He can outbox a lot of these guys. He got boxed with the best of them. But I think Tank, all he has to do is close the distance and pummel him on those ropes. I got Tank in that fight. This was 6 years ago. I couldn't get that. Devin came through on his watch and became undisputed. Tank was at 135 the whole fucking time. What the What? Teofimo Lopez prior to that came through and became unified. He fought Loma and beat him. Tank was there. He couldn't stop Teofimo. And then enter George Kambosos. And then he was unified. Devin said, I want the smoke. You mean Tank couldn't have intervened to say, hey, no, wait, hold on. Let me get a shot at those 3 belts. I'm the bigger payday. You think he couldn't even intervene and do that? At first, I said, hey, man, Tank beats George Kambosos easy. Now looking back, I don't know. Oh, come on, Drew. He beats him easy. Well, why didn't he fight him? Did he even call him out? I don't know. But according to y'all, Tank did everything. And Tank, he did everything and doesn't need to do anything. Tank did everything and doesn't need to do anything. Tank is like a modern woman, and so are all of his fanatics. Offended by everything and ashamed of nothing. You're the worst. All I want to see is the best fighting the best. Shout out to BFTB, my brother. That's all I want to see. And somehow I became the villain. Brian, you're not lying. You're not lying at all. I want people to think about this. Y'all drag Devin Haney, but all I see is the work. You can hate Bill, you can hate Devin, you can say piddle fist, and he ain't got no chin. All I know is that he's the youngest undisputed champion. He was running around chasing everybody, including y'all favorite fighters. The Shakur fight didn't happen because of Shakur. The Tank fight didn't happen because of Tank. The Superdale Matias fight didn't happen because of Superdale Matias. The Teofimo Lopez fight didn't happen because of Teofimo Lopez. The only person that got it popping was George Kambosos, but look at what Devin had to do. The Black American had to go abroad to win undisputed and then go back to defend it. And the first time he went to Foreman Shores, he didn't have half his camp with him. He had no goddamn cut man. And y'all can't even say, yo, man, that's some hardcore shit, Devin. Salute to you, though. I think Tank beat you, but salute to you, man. That was some good shit. He don't even have the back and support of the American people. I would say y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, but y'all are ashamed of nothing. Y'all get offended about everything, but y'all are ashamed of nothing. And y'all supporting clown shit and make excuses for this motherfucking Tank Davis kid, Mellow Yellow. This sizzle chest motherfucker, he ain't do anything but look good to you. This is why I say you kids are weird, and weird is cold. Y'all know what I mean.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Get your hand off my penis!
You cats is like that. This is demon shit. That's what this is. Let me exercise y'all demons right now, man. Let me exercise that Tank Davis demon. Let me get it out your soul right now. Everyone repeat after me.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Let's go. Repeat after me.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Come on now, one more time.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
I have exercised the demon. know they watching me. I know when this video uploads, I'm gonna get a bunch of comments and no. I'm going to block you. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm going to block you. I'm not reading your books. I'm not hearing you trying to rationalize this shit. The question is, if the Jake Paul fight is off for real, if it's off for real, what do you want to see Mellow Yellow do next? I've asked. See, a lot of y'all can't have a conversation. Y'all can't come in here and respectfully give your opinion. I want to come here and joke and do all this ridiculous shit that don't even matter. That shows me how immature you are. Now I'm up here with this board. I'm just having a ball. I'm just doing a show. Can't wait to hear what the brother, if the brother Champ Side chooses to talk about this tomorrow. Can't wait to hear him. Can't wait to hear 78. Can't wait to hear Shawa, my sisters, my brothers. I want to hear what everyone has to say. I'm giving the haters an opportunity to come to the chat if you're not blocked. And I'm just asking a question. What do you want to see Mellow Yellow do next? Yeah, Brian, I said that earlier, brother. I said it earlier. People can say what they want. Mike Tyson never ran it back with James Buster Douglas. Until this day, people are still making excuses for Mike. Every loss he had, they made excuses for him. Remember when I told you there's some similarities between Mike Tyson and Tank Davis? Even Mike Tyson said that. But it's deeper than the shit outside the ring. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. When Mike started getting punched on, he folded. Just watch his career. When people started hitting him back, some of those cats folded when he hit them. But when those dudes started hitting him back and he hit them back and then they hit him back and he was like, oh shit. Classic bully. When Hamza Shiraz said he fought when he was fighting Edgar Berlanga, there was a period in that fight where he hit Berlanga, but he said, yeah, and he said, oh shit. I was like, oh. Now I went to the presser. Edgar was in full Brooklyn, New York mode with the gun gestures, and he made the goddamn press conference funny for people who thought that was funny. He was talking big shit. He was selling it, wasn't he? He was selling it. Y'all saw my live. I was there. I said, okay, all right. And when it came time to talk to the fighters, I walked up to Hamza Shiraz, and the first thing I noticed, I said, yeah, you know what? I'm 6'2". He's a legit 6'4". And then I'm looking at him like he had on a suit. And I'm like, this fighter's at 168? He's got to be about 200 pounds right now. But we was about a month out, right? I said, okay, he'll make weight, but am I bugging? Then I walked over to Edgar and I said, yo, Hamza Shiraz is a fucking heavyweight, man. Okay, hopefully he's drained. Hopefully for Berlanga, he's drained. I'm detached. I didn't have a horse in the race. But I said, yo, hopefully this dude is drained. Now, when he fought, what's his name, at 160? Dominican brother. I'm sorry, his name escaped me right now, having a brain fart. But he said I was drained in that fight. I'm going to feel better at 68. I'm standing next to him at the Palladium, and I'm like, this motherfucker's like a $190, 200 pounds right now, and he's big. He's at Carlos Adames, thank you. I said, he's, oh shit. Okay. And y'all saw what happened, right? Shiraz said there was a point where they mixed it up and he hit Edgar, and Edgar literally said, oh shit. And what happens to most bullies when you cowboy up to them? Yeah, pray for Creasy. I heard about it, man. That's just ridiculous. I heard about it, brother. Yes. So you see what I'm saying? And he ended up whooping on Berlanga. And what did we find out about Berlanga? No footwork. He can't think outside the box. He don't know how to clinch. His IQ is very low. When he's not bullying and punching on people, when you reverse the roles, what he gonna do? Every time you saw Mike Tyson in serious trouble, what happened? He lost. And I know that Tank felt that coming, which is why he took a fucking knee. And so talk about grease in his hair. And like the punk his fans are, y'all started DMing that girl and giving her death threats because she braided his hair? That's what y'all did? You guys are punks, man. That's my problem with Tank fans. You guys are punks. Y'all really bullied a woman? Y'all really did that? And then she put the goddamn what she used in his hair? Big old sit on the label. It says no grease, no alcohol. So nothing got in his eye but a Lamont Roach jab. Everything he did, Lamont matched him with it. You know what got in his eye? A bullshit jab. And you know what he said? Oh shit, this nigga fighting back. You know what I said? Because I picked Tank to knock him out by round 5. And the first thing I saw at the stare down, when the ref was giving the instructions, I said, why Lamont's so fucking big? And then it dawned on me. He's been draining himself to 130. So it was easy for him to make 135, and Tank didn't put a rehydration clause on him. And when at the stare down, he had to have been about 147. He's bigger than Tank. He told Andre Ward, yo, on the real, he's too small. Exactly, Brian. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? Hey, man, all I want is for the best to fight the best. Y'all know it's DHP over here. Devin's my guy. I don't hate Brian Norman. Devin's my guy. Bill is my guy. Y'all know I got love for Errol Spence. It's man down over here. I hope he comes back. I hope he takes some warm up and then gets his feet wet. But in the event there is a Bud rematch, I'm rolling with Errol, but I'm also very realistic. My heart is with Errol, but I saw what happened last time he fought Bud. I went from saying, hey, man, Tank could stop everybody at 35 to saying he don't beat no fucking body because there was nothing but space and opportunity, and all he did was rob you niggas. But y'all don't mind giving up your money when watching him in fights that you know he's going to win. No doubt, crazy. Brian, welcome to the Strong House. When the hell did we become the villains for asking these kids to do what they said they're going to do? Fight. Man, I'll be talking about Bud and Canelo tomorrow. There was a god-awful picture that was up on the Ring Magazine site, and they took it down. But I got it. I want to talk about it. Man, I hope Bud knocks, man, fuck hope. Yo, Bud gonna win, yo. I don't give a fuck. Well, let me get off this thing. I'm doing pep talk at 10:30 tonight, man. Got more to talk, but I couldn't sum this up in one video. I had to do a quick live. Let me get out of here. Man, salute to everybody. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, Super Chat, man. Much love. Pep talk at 10:30. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Painful Excellence podcast. Let's run these numbers up. We working here, man. Salute to everybody, man. Bronx on deck.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.